The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. A huge opportunity for both of these teams to get a boost and find a way to break into the top 25 if they can come out with a victory. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hold and fire complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
They're just trying to punctuate the season.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the extra point splits the upright. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. They'll give it to the back. That That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise in the Palace on the Prairie on third down. With the catch, it's Wallace. Oh, a lot of space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Lots of running room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Yeah, quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Haas. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
Wide open spaces. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeps it on the bootleg. Caught near the sticks. It's Wallace. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Tatum. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Sategna. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. With the catch, it's up. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Fires deep on the run. It's caught. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Haas. Still on his feet at the 45. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Now from inside the red zone. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's got it on the move. So close to zone. He could almost take. It'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up the 1st and goal.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They're setting up the screen. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. And a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure...
He's got it! Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. He's bringing a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Hard in the backfield. It's hot. Just keeps moving. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run play action. And the quarterback brought up two and sacked at the 12.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's the technique. He's loose. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Sooners will try to convert on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner! Fitted in the window for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. The give to the tailback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Hunt is in the air on 4th down. Balls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Going right to work up top. Here's a heat. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. The Sooners will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. The play-action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Wallace. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Gonna swing it on second down. The screen, he's got wheels. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 28. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
They get to him as he throws. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's dribbling. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third down, red zone play, round alive. On the ground, it's Lacy. Big time play by the defense, he'll lose 4. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the... They put on the heat and they blocked it.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal blocking, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. At the 40, there he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's...
Turning on the Jets. Headed to the end zone. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lacy. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience of this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wallace.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier.
Now the play fake. Looking deep. Hauls it in down the sideline. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Simmons. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 of them.
He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Oregon has the lead right now in Eugene, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback running on the draw. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off play action. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They gave up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Off play action on 1st down. Can't get him to the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Under fire. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Back-to-back incompletions and likely back to the air on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns Palooza. What a nice day.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the pressure. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets away from one, finds room. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw at Simmons. Makes the grab. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Taylor has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Bring in the heat. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. Man, does that hurt this defense at this point in the game to get called for the PI. Absolutely brutal. To the air, it's Simmons. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.